Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, today's video, we're talking about the fastest way to make millions by sourcing special cargo crates. Yeah, this week, special cargo, your CEO crates, are going to be double cash money and RP for the sales. And this is one of the fan favorites for the money grind. Collecting crates is therapeutic, it's fun. With recent updates, it's been made much more efficient. There is a passive element to it with your technicians, which we'll talk about here in just a moment. And most importantly, every bit of this can be done 100% solo. Yes, even the sales. One of the biggest misconceptions about special cargo crates is that you cannot make these sales solo, and you can. The biggest deterrent to that is this sale right here, the Titan. And if you are doing this solo, all you have to do is scout your drops before you make the deliveries, right? So you get into the Titan at the airport or a Cuban, you go to the actual drop-off locations with a Mark II, a Sparrow, a Buzzard, a Raiju. You dispatch of any enemy NPCs, if any at all, return back to the Titan and then make your drops, okay? So, but selling your warehouses is only half of the battle here. The most important part of any business in the game or in real life, right, is actually collecting and sourcing your product to be sold. So what's the most efficient way to get that done? And that's what this video talks about. Plus, I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks going forward on how to maximize your efficiency. Let's talk about what you need to get set up and get started. Now, you need to have at least 2 warehouses to be the most efficient with this. It could be 2 small warehouses, 2 large, 2 medium, a combination of the two, but you want to at least have 2 warehouses. Now, you don't have to, but again, to be the most efficient, that's what you want to have. And you need to have not only a terabyte, but a top tier vehicle to source the crates, preferably the Oppressor Mark II, but you can also use a Sparrow, a Buzzard, a Raiju, or even an Armored Kuruma, which some players can get for free if you started out on the current gen consoles with Expanded Enhanced. You can get the actual package when you transfer over. Again, you don't have to have all of these items in place, but to be the most efficient with the crate grind, that's what you're going to need, alright? So let's talk about getting started here. First and foremost, the addition of the warehouse technicians is a game changer for the CEO special cargo crate grind. You can now passively get your crates ran by going to one of your warehouse technicians in your warehouse and just paying them to source your crates. They'll pick up between 1 and 3 crates and maybe even a rare crate as well, which there's 6 of those and they pay out very well. Now, there's also a 48-minute cooldown timer with the warehouse technicians, but you should always be sending the techs whether or not you're planning on selling your crates or not, alright? Now, either before or after I send my technicians, I run a payphone hit. There's a 48-minute cooldown timer on the payphone hits as well. This is a good way to pay yourself back for, paying for your actual special cargo crates. The export mixed goods from your assistant in your CEO office are going to be paying out triple for this week, so you can make $150,000, and that's another good way to pay yourself back for your special cargo crates as well. Now, getting set up, we've already established that you want to have at least 2 warehouses. You want to use the terabyte to source your crates, and you want to position your terabyte either in between or at one of the warehouse locations that you'll be sourcing to. Alright? And always use your terabyte to source your crates. If you do not, you'll have to use your CEO office, and then you may be susceptible to Lupe's source missions, which are much more difficult. But inside your terabyte, you can source your special cargo crates, and this can be done in an invite-only lobby, public lobby, crew lobby, whatever. And always source 3 crates, always. Because over 50% of the time, you will get 1 vehicle with 3 crates. So just 1 trip you have to make. And again, the main reason why you want to be using 2 warehouses is that while one warehouse is on a cooldown timer of about roughly 5 minutes, you can go ahead and source for the other warehouse that you're using in this method, in this combination. So I'm doing Darnell Bros and West Vinewood. So while the Darnell Bros is on a cooldown timer, I'll just go ahead and source for the West Vinewood, and I'm basically able to fill up 2 warehouses for just slightly over the same amount of time it would take for 1 warehouse. Now, moving on to some more tips and tricks for the special cargo crate grind. Again, you want to be using the Oppressor Mark II, and this is something that definitely comes in handy. If you deliver a vehicle to a warehouse and you don't have your Mark II with you, you can actually call it in by requesting your personal vehicle and just run into your terabyte real fast, and the Mark II will be spawned inside. So it kind of sheds some time. If you are delivering individual crates back to your warehouse, instead of using the vehicle Corona ring, which is the larger one, exit your vehicle and just walk inside the actual warehouse, the animations are a little bit shorter and you'll save some time with that as well. And it definitely adds up. It really does. Now, for the missions, there's certain missions that we're going to try and trick you. For example, if you get the mission where you have to go pick up a crate, but that crate disappears, and you have 4 blinking green boxes on your radar, on your map, the crate that stops blinking last is going to be your actual crate vehicle. So instead of having to search around and find all of them, just pay attention to the map, and then the last crate that stops blinking will be your target vehicle, and that'll be the vehicle that has your crate. Another 3 crate, 1 vehicle mission, which is great. Those are the ones that you want to get. All right. Now, there's also going to be a situation where you have to use Trackify. So if this happens, it's very simple. The last red dot to show up on the Trackify radar from your phone, that will be your target vehicle. Okay. In addition to that, if you get the mission where you have to go out to sea and pick up your crate, there'll be 3 boats. Take out the small boats first and then destroy the sailboats, and the crates will pop out. If you don't do that, you risk destroying your crates by blowing up the smaller boats last. On this particular mission, we have to go pick up the Rumpo. This is a setup. It's the cops trying to set a trap for you. And you can actually see cop vehicles by the Rumpo. So all you have to do is just call Lester, get him ready, get him primed, hover over the option to remove the wanted level. And as soon as you get into the Rumpo, the cops will light you up. You'll have noose over there. Just go ahead and activate remove wanted level. And just be careful not to crash into a cop car on the way out. Now, this is important for your sale vehicles. Every one of your warehouses has this red toolbox right here. Make sure you upgrade your delivery sale vehicles. You only have to purchase the upgrades one time, and it applies to all the warehouses and all the vehicles. That's really nice, so definitely take advantage of that. In addition, guys, we got to talk about this. Raids. You can be raided in your warehouse. The best way to avoid being raided, though, you want to make sure that you hold 77 crates or less in a large warehouse. If you have 78 crates or more in a large warehouse, the raid timer will kick off. It's a 5-hour timer, and it's supposed to be negated by doing activities in free mode or missions, but it's not. And yes, you can be ghost raided, okay? So just pay attention to the game. If you notice that you can no longer enter any kind of interiors, you hear some weird music playing, your icons on your map disappear, you're probably getting ghost raided at one of your actual warehouses. So pay attention to that. So again, if you have a small warehouse, you want to hold 11 crates or less because the timer kicks in at 12. For a medium warehouse, you want to hold 29 crates or less because the timer kicks in at 30 crates. And then once again, for the large warehouse, you want to have 77 crates or less because the raid timer kicks in at 78 crates. All right? So there you guys have it. It's the fastest way to make money with special cargo crates in the game. Some tips and tricks. I hope this helps out. If you have any questions or anything you want to add, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Smash that like button. And we'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out. Yeah.